All right, you guys, we're back. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging. I'm sorry. I almost did, but Ryan, he convinced me to go back live still. But I'll let you guys get back in the room and I'll explain why that happens. Don't make no sense. That's a YouTube problem. A lot of people are probably still on the other stream. You're probably wondering what happened. They'll get a notification sooner or later. Yeah. It really screws you up when you get like. All right, what's up, you guys? I'm sorry. What basically happens is if somebody calls my phone, I don't know why. The rest of the live, it goes mute. No idea why that happened, but I'm glad you guys are finding your way to the right room. So there we go. We're back at it, y'all. We're gonna finish this up. Welcome to Eddie's Army Spade class. Let's go, JVP. Dude, I don't even know how you did that, but that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Fresh cut, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And we're putting the finishing touches on it now. Y'all gonna use some enhancements here. We'll get his beard looking real good. And you didn't really miss nothing, man. All I did was go live. I did do across the top of his mustache.
That's what my buddy was saying to me. You're probably cool into that.
So what I like to do a lot of times, I like to start right there across the bridge of the mustache. Because that's the place where it's most sensitive, and when your blade is as sharp as it could be, that's a great thing to get out of the way. All right, looks like only a quarter of you found your way back. He says, where are you located? You're doing your last live. I'm in Naples, Florida. My shop's called Uptown Barber Shop, and pretty much, it's a good sized shop. There's 6 barbers working out there, but I got a back room that's meant specifically for this. So now they're playing music kind of loud, so this one will probably get demonetized, but I think the other one might be okay. And shout out to the members, man. Shout out to the Eddie's Army. The squad's in the house, man. You guys are out here representing, and I appreciate that so much. Makes it possible for me to do this for a living, and it makes me possible for me to share this with you guys. All right, so we got the blade. Hopefully this blade is going to work out good. It is. Feels good. Feel good to you?
Yeah, for once.
Yeah, right? Because I don't never use these on you. I should. That's what's nice about these pro guards, man. These pro guards, they do a good job. And this Titleist Essence razor, it's a real heavy duty razor. It's very easy to use. So if you notice, let me zoom you in a little bit for this one. I'm about to cut them, and I want you guys to get an up close and personal view. All right, so if you notice, what I'll do before I shave any area, I feel it with my fingers like this, and I'm looking for bumps and abrasions. I'm not just doing that for fun. I'm gonna check out your comments in just a second, but I just want to try to focus on this for a second. So give me 1 minute here. So this is a backhand, kind of like a reverse backhand almost. And you'll make this a lot easier on them if you lead with the tip. So I lead with the tip, and what that does is that causes it to almost like saw across. Whereas if you go too straight, you might pluck a hair right out, and you don't want to do no plucking. Not to say I've ever done that, but I know a guy who's done that. It's like, I know a guy who messed up a haircut one time.
I will remember.
Yep. Feel bad for that guy. You can only go against the grain if you've already went with the grain. And I'm just doing it a little bit here and there just to really further sharpen the edge of that. Man, we lost everybody. Everybody's still hanging out. We had like 50 people and we got 13 left for part 2. Part 2 is not going to go over as good. And thank the spam callers and Verizon Wireless. It's so true, man. Verizon Wireless is always making it so these lives are hard. But I'll be going live from my computer when I get in here. Now that we're going to make this kind of a thing, the members are making it. Everybody's telling me that they like these lives. We're gonna make this a thing, and we're gonna be using my computer to go live, and that means that we'll have a lot more things that we can do. Like I could actually critique your photos and all kind of stuff. So, all right. The next thing we're gonna do is I want to get rid of all these loose hairs on his beard, because all they're doing is making it look like he's got a perfectly straight line, and that might not be the case. So I get rid of all those, and I do the lineup one more time, making sure that it's perfect. It's not a big step to just do this. Like, that's something a lot of barbers like to leave all those loose ass hairs and make it seem like they got a perfectly fresh edge. And then when I see this guy out later, you know, he's got issues that I could have easily fixed if I'd have seen them. So next one for the enhancements. So we're gonna use the light brown. We got actually it's called black brown. Use the black brown. This is the lighter color of the 245, and this is the same gun that you guys seen from earlier. Hasn't been charged or anything, and we'll just dump some. Make sure that you. I like when it sprays good, man. I don't want it to splatter or nothing. So just make sure you shake that thing up. I have a video, Razor 101. And we do use balloons, actually. It's kind of funny that you say that. So, all right, I'm just gonna grab like a neck strip or something. This is what I always do before I begin enhancements, and I want to make sure that that's exactly what's happening. A nice fine mist. I don't want to have it clumping or causing issues. And we're gonna use our 245 card, and I'm just gonna lay that in right where I did my nice beard. And I'm going to do it just a little bit. Not trying to get carried away here. Just want to make a nice little enhancement line. I'm not trying to let it take over. In this one, I want it to breathe a little bit. He's got a great and thick beard. So we want to enhance the beard. We don't need to take it over. Let me zoom in a little bit. See if you guys can see that a little better. All right, I like what I'm seeing there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and follow up my line a little bit with the razor. Sorry. Had to get rid of a few of those. All right, I'm going to read your comments in a second. It's funny because there's very few of you guys. There's only 15 of you guys in here, and you guys are asking more questions than when we had 50. I like that. All right. Now that just makes his beard looks really, really sharp like that. All right, we're going to put the finishing touches, and we're going to style them up. Okay, I gotta just like a little touch on the top. I'm not really gonna cut too much. There's not a whole lot of hair that's long that I want to deal with. You laughing at? Like you doing
Not too many more haircuts.
There's not too many more haircuts left up top, so I'm just getting the last few out, and then I'm gonna style them up, and I'll put my finishing touches on it. And then I promise I'm gonna read your comments. It's just I got other customers coming. We did this pretty quick. We did this in like what? Probably about an hour, fade and beard, and explaining it. That's not bad. I'll take an hour for that. I got one customer left. He's an easy one, and I skipped lunch to do an edge up. I had an edge up for lunch. You guys ever have an edge up for lunch? I am doing a class in Fort Worth, Barber Supply, on September 11th. I hope that you guys can make it. We're going to be teaching clipper over comb. It's hands-on, and it's going to be a great class. I'm really excited about this. Like, it seems like all the greatest influencers and barbers have been there, and I'm kind of next to go. So I'm kind of excited. And you know, I don't know if my following. I know my following is not as big as some of the people that have been there, but I would really like to be able to show that we got some people that rock with me. I would really like to be able to show that I do have people that support me. So if you guys are in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, please, with all due, all due haste, buy the tickets, man. So all right, here we go. We're just gonna use the thinning shears just a little bit. That's what I told you guys about. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to get carried away with the thinning shears. I did most of this with shear over comb, in what I'm gonna call the part 1 version of that cut. Of this haircut. So just little stuff here. I'll show you a way you've never probably seen nobody use thinning shears or texturizing shears. Literally put them right on the scalp. I do this a lot actually. Go right to the problem that you're seeing. Put it right on the scalp. I like that. And there's one last thing that I think I could make happen. Oh, I like that. So hold up. Now you guys can see a real a better look of what it actually looks like. Hold up. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom out a little bit. There we go. So that's more what it really looks like. You guys can see the beard is faded out real nice. The rest of it's good. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put a little bit of product in the front to hold this up. But now I could read some of your guys' comments here. So, put this back on the stand. Sorry. Man, you guys are dropping a lot of comments over here. He said you need to know how to freehand all 14 strokes. Well, it's not freehand all 14 strokes. There's freehand, reverse freehand, backhand, reverse backhand. So you have to do all 4 strokes in all 14 areas. That's what you'll have to do. I'm gonna throw a little bit of street cream from Johnny B. Yo, if you guys never used this stuff, it smells so nice. You can almost smell it from here, right? All right, but just a tiny, tiny bit goes a long way. Watch what this stuff will turn his whole head white if you're not careful. I put more in than I should have on more than one occasion. You guys like the new capes from Gamma too? They got like the Cuban links on them. It might be the only Cuban link I can afford. Especially if y'all don't become channel members. Help Eddie get his chain. Even though I probably never buy a chain. I'm probably not the type, but help Eddie get his chain. Subscribe to the channel members. $5.99 a month, small price to pay. We're going to be doing this for members only eventually, once I figure out how the hell to do it. But there we go. That's not bad. The product didn't take over, and it left his top still looking pretty full. Even though he's got some areas where it's not the most full anymore. You know what I'm saying? The trees is thinning out a little bit. But that's not bad. We compensate with the beard. He's like, you scumbag. We compensate with the beard. He says, what causes the blurriness in the fade exactly? The process is certain guards, the detailing. The blurriness in the fade is going to be handled mostly by a taper blade. That's where you're going to get the most blurry fade. Use your fade blade the most that you can. Go back through and hit it with the taper blade. The taper blade is the one that is curved. It looks like this. There's your taper blade. And if you get it on a forgiving clipper, like this is a Saber, it has a DC motor, but it's a very slow moving motor. It's hard to describe, but it doesn't make the hair just completely disappear so that you can detail. Now, when you are needing to get out lines, that's when you're going to want a blade that's a little straighter. And this is a really forgiving blade too. This is called a Vapor blade now. It used to be called a Fusion. But I appreciate you guys all for hanging out with me. That's 3 lives in one day. I promise I'm done for the day. And I'll catch you guys real soon. I'm going to be dropping another video for the channel members soon. And I dropped one yesterday. So if you guys didn't get a chance to go ahead and check that out. All right, you guys. Let me know what you think of the cut. Drop it in the comments below. I'm sorry that we lost audio if you were following me on that other stream. That's just what happens when people call. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and I'm out of here. Shout out to Ryan for making it happen, all right? Peace.